This room is full. Every seat looks like it's taken. And there are no losers today. I think we can all be really proud of our towns, that we're here, we care, we want to make a difference. So let me talk a little bit about who I am. I hadn't intended to run. One of those Sunday snowstorms that we had a few weeks ago, I got a call from somebody in the Democratic Party who said, "Have you thought about running for Lizzie Dickerson's seat?" And I said, "Why no, I hadn't." And he said, "Can I take you out to lunch and talk to you about why you might want to think about that?" And after that led to several weeks of yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, I don't know, because I was just elected in Rockland as a city councilwoman, and I am so thrilled to be there. I love doing it. I love my compatriots. I think we're going to do good things. So one of the first things I had to answer was, am I going to leave city council? Absolutely not. The people of Rockland put their faith in me, and I intend to stay there. And can I do both? I don't know. I've talked to people. It sounds like that was a struggle for Lizzie, and she sent me an email and said she found it was a struggle. So you need to know that. On the other hand, from what I understand, there are several different legislators in Augusta who do hold positions of selectmen and city council and manage to do them. I'm not self-employed, but I work per diem, and so I can step up and step down according to what's happening in my life. So while the legislature is in session, I'll plan to step down from Caucus where I work and instead focus on city council and the state legislature. So I called my son when I was trying to make up my mind and said, "What do you think, Dash?" And he said, "Well, Mom, you like to get on your soapbox and you like to fix things. It sounds like it's tailor-made for you." So I want to give you a little bit of background so you understand what drives my own vision and belief system, and one of the reasons that I'm stepping forward to serve my community. My dad was career military in the Air Force, and he died when I was 6. And one of his gifts to me was that he told my mom several times, he had never gone to college, my mother had never gone to college. He said, "She's really smart. Make sure she goes to college." That was a gift I carried throughout my life. I don't know that I would have gone if I didn't. No one else in my family had ever been to college. I'm the first. My mom was the second. My little sister is the third. So that was a gift he gave me. The second thing that happened after he died is I learned about community. The military, for all of our feelings pro and con about it, is a community. And when my dad died, one of the things that happens is that a widow gets veterans benefits, the children get help going to college, you get free medical care, and the Air Force, where we settled near, makes sure it hires all the widows of those servicemen who died. And I learned about how we are stronger together and how we take care of one another, starting at the age of 6. From my mother, I learned hard work. Hers has not been an easy path. At one point, she worked 3 jobs to make sure we could hold on to our home. She went back to school after I started. She got her GED. She went to community college. She went to college and became an accountant. Really proud of her. Not easy to do. I didn't learn from her community service. Her life was too hard for that. I learned that from Greg. 24 years of being married to a man who volunteers constantly gave me an appreciation for how to be of service. So professionally, I started life as a nurse. I worked 8 years in the emergency room at Penn Bay. I went to grad school in public administration and public health, and took a job as a policy analyst in Augusta for let me make sure I get the name right, it's been dead for years now, the Maine Healthcare Finance Commission, and learned about hospital policy. From there, I moved on to nursing home reform. I felt like I was too far away from real people and real caring, and so I ended up leaving there and becoming the director of a hospice. When I started there, it was losing $20,000 a month. When I left there, it was the largest hospice in the state. It was in the black, and most proudly, it had grown 4 times its size. It had a full team of people, and 95% of our patients died at home, without pain, surrounded by their family. was one of the greatest jobs I've ever had.